All right, America, here I am again. This is some more helpful food. Actually, something that'll open up your mind or either close it even more. I'm going through something right now, and it's called a dissolution of my marriage. Um, and I'm trying to figure this out because I don't get it, and I don't know why or how all the people that have gotten divorces have fallen victim to this because I am equal. At least I think I was told that all men are created equal. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that part. What I want to know is how in the world does it cost for me to be able to have permission to see my kids? They're mine. Nature says they're mine. My DNA runs through them. I am the one that had them. Well, my wife did. The other half of me had our babies. Now, I got some people saying that they're going to tell me when and where and how much I have to pay for my kids. I don't get it. It's against the law, but not man's law, nature's law. Wake up, people. We are under something called a little bit of a dictatorship. I need for people to start rallying up and trying to figure this out with me because I think that I'm a human being and I take care of my kids and I love my kids. And for somebody to come and take my kids away from me, that's taking a part of me away. And then when somebody does that, I think it kind of makes my brain not even function right. And then I want to know this. DFS, what are they about? And how in the world did they get so much power? More power than the law. DFS, what does that stand for? Destruction of the family unit. Savagely, because they are savages. They're out here off of a phone call, a hotline. They come to your house unexpectedly. And oops, you might have something in your ashtray. It's not tobacco. Maybe it's some marijuana. And when they came, on that hotline call, they see that. And on that, they take your kids. Or your house was not up to code, being a little dirty. Hey, moms, they're coming in and they're taking your kids and then they're putting them in a program and then they're telling you have to go through these loops to get your kids back. Does that even sound right? How did we fall for that? How does DFS have as much power as they do? Some of the DFS workers have to go to school and they don't even have kids. They know nothing about being a father or being a mother. Only what a book told them. I said, that's not how you learn how to be a parent. And they come in and they take and take. And they put them in foster families. And all you got to do is pass the application and you can have kids. And then you can start doing whatever you want with those kids, like abusing them. They don't talk about all the abuse that happens to the kids once they go into the foster system. And then all the mothers, I said it's an epidemic out here. Women in their 30s are losing their kids to DFS at a high rate. I don't get it. I know a lot of people that their kids are going through this system. How does it happen? You know how it happens? It happens when we sit up here and we put our heads down and we don't even fight or even buck the system, because the system is slowly disintegrating our freedoms little by little. I'm not an advocate for, anything but what's right. And I'm starting to learn a little bit about nature and the law of nature and the things that they can't put regulations on, like water that comes out of a well or out of a natural spring. They can't put a regulation on that because it came naturally. You can't go out and take the babies of a bear. Go out and do it. Don't subdue the bear and just go and just say, oh, I'm going to take this cub and see what happens. Nature's going to show you will not live. Just go to all the wild animals out here, and they'll show you how we are supposed to be acting and reacting when these people that we don't even know come into our house and take what's ours. Ours, meaning it has your DNA running through it. How does it happen? And how do we sit here and keep on letting it happen? I'm not against this, gays or nothing like that. So don't come attacking me for that. But there's a lot of people out here protesting for the right of gays to be married. Marriage isn't even about the ceremony. Marriage happens when you have a man and a woman come together and they have a child. That's the marriage thing, in its lamest terms, I would say. And if we didn't have people getting married, the human race would not exist. So it's something that has to happen. It's an obligation for us to multiply or else we die. So just think about what I'm saying here, people. How are you reacting to the stuff that just by nature on the inside of you, it doesn't seem right, doesn't make any sense? Like if you ain't never thought about it, start thinking about it. Sit back in a quiet room or something and marinate on how does DFS have so much power. It's almost like when China says you can only have so many kids before, guess what? We have to say no more. We come, we take, we kill. That doesn't make sense. They call that like a dictatorship or whatever. Well, let's say here we're in the land of the free, home of the brave. Well, let's be brave. Let's start thinking about what's happening to the kids, all the children, because that's where it's about. That's where our future comes from. The kids, DFS. Let's just go and do a poll and let's see how well DFS is working for us. If it's succeeding in making things better out here, because I'd say it doesn't. Because when you go and you take a mom's children from them and they don't even have any rights, they're not going to be the same. It goes for dads too. Because me right now, I'm not really, well, hold on. Let me think about what I'm going to say here. I'm not well. Most days I hurt a lot because like my kids are just gone. Now I'm looking and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about what I got to go through here, and it does not make sense to me. I need for somebody to either make sense of it or freaking stand up and fight with me about it. Think about this, America. This is like something that we need to start. I wouldn't say protest, but we need to start kind of waking each other up to it. Because if nobody's thinking about it, here's a little bit of helpful food. Think about it.